Please give an introduction to yourself, a brief background of your history, and then really lastly, what motivated you to run for Texas House?
Good. Well, thank you, Daniel, and thanks to the Collin County GOP for allowing us to be here this evening so we can participate in this forum. My name is Glenn Callison, and I am a candidate for the State Representative House District 66 seat. I'm running for this seat to serve as a conservative, common sense voice for our district down in Austin. I've been a 25-year resident of our district, and during that time I really feel like I have the background to know what issues we're facing. This is an important race, and we're facing some significant issues. Issues like water and transportation, issues like making sure our public school system stays strong, all the while making sure that our government stays small and limited and accountable back to the people who it serves, and making sure taxes stay low. During the 25 years that I've been in the district, I've also served as an attorney for that same period of time for a large Texas commercial law firm. I practice in commercial real estate. That experience, including the last 8 years while I've served as the chairman and CEO of our firm, has given me the background and the leadership skills to solve complex issues like water, transportation, and education. And that's the kind of leadership that our district needs, the real world leadership to solve problems. And that's why I want to go to Austin. Lastly, during the 25 years that I've been in our district, I also understand what it is to give back to our community. I currently serve as the chairman of both the Heart Hospital and the Baylor Regional Medical Center of Plano. Baylor Plano was just awarded the Malcolm Baldrige Award. It's been an honor to be a part of that team. Being a public servant has always been who I am, and that is what I want to do when I go to Austin. Not to be a politician, but to be a public servant for our district. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, Stacy, we would pose the same question to you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Stacy Chen. I'm running for the Texas House of Representatives here in District 66. First off, a little bit about myself. I was born in Arizona, but I was raised in Denton, Texas, as well as here in Plano, Richardson, Dallas area. Growing up, my parents really made it aware to myself and my siblings that education was the key to opportunity. So for us, I actually grew up going to school 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, going to public school, and on Saturdays and Sundays we would come up to the Plano area for additional schooling on the weekends. And so it was very important to my parents that education was the #1 priority. And so for me, growing up, that's kind of been my calling. So I actually attended Baylor University. I graduated there with my bachelor's as well as my master's, and I'm currently finishing up my PhD at UT Dallas with a focus in humanities. Eventually, I would like to go on to be a professor at the university level, and I really want to make sure that, the future generation gets a very good education. Unfortunately, I don't think that's really what's going on right now, but I do understand we probably will get into the topic of education later, so I'll talk about that a little bit more then. What really got me motivated into politics was really the grassroots, and a lot of it was with encouragement from people in Collin County as well as in Dallas, Tarrant, and Denton County. And a lot of us realized that really we want to get back to 3 major things. The first one is to get back to a limited constitutional government. The federal government has grown extensively, way too large, and we really want to make sure that at the state level we stand strong against them and that we stand up for our state's rights. The second one is to get back to fiscal responsibility. Not increasing our debt anymore, not increasing taxes. And then the last thing really is to just return power back to the American people, because we are what makes this country great. Thank you.
Terrific. Thanks so much. I didn't realize we have 3 Baylor Bears up here. I'm sorry, Matt.
I think Stacy's too smart to run for politics.
Matt?
Well, good evening, everybody. My name's Matt Shaheen. I grew up in Virginia. I actually came from a town that had more cattle than citizens, but we grew up in the Shenandoah Valley. And about 20 years ago, I married my wife, Robin, and we have 3 children, Celia, Abby, and Sam. And they're obviously a big delight for me. I've been, I moved down to Texas in 1987, worked for EDS, and spent 19 years in the technology industry, and then got into politics. And the past 5 years I was on the Collin County Commissioners Court, Got a great record with respect to fiscal conservatism, cutting taxes 3 times, reducing the budget. Made some really solid investments in technology to help government run more efficient. We've actually paid down our county pension liability. And those are things we need to do in Austin. Our budget revenues grew 12% in the last biennial, yet our budget dollars went up like over 20%. 20%. We actually increased the budget over 20%. That includes dipping into the rainy day fund. So what I'd like to do is take those fiscal conservative experiences to down in Austin. I also feel like the Republican Party really has a big decision in front of us. I mean, the failure of liberalism is all around us. If you look at the welfare state, obviously Obamacare is a big failure. That we got to keep pushing back with respect to trying to get that in Texas. But our state's under attack. The Obama administration and the liberals are trying to change our way of life. And they're trying to spread the misery of liberalism in Texas. So what the Republican Party needs to decide is, do we want to be a party of John McCain or do we want to be a party of Ted Cruz? What I want to offer you this evening is I'm the party of Ted Cruz in the conservative Republican ranks, and I'll hope you join me. Thank you.